That seems like the kind of thing they'd still do, because I don't know how long it takes for them to actually like recognize where the bad decisions are. Though the Rey movie would have been evidence that they're not, but then that's kind of in flux right now, isn't it?
Well, I was going to talk about that a little bit, actually, because, the rumors a couple of days ago started, and I don't even know where they first began, but suddenly everyone was reporting on it, that the Rey movie that we were all super excited about is delayed indefinitely, which is usually, the first step in just canning the entire project. But then we started to get reports from the trustworthy mainstream outlets that no, it is in fact still happening. The studio confirmed it, and it's still in production. And everything is fine. Trust us, bro. So it's a tough one to pin down, really, because there's a lot of rumor and hearsay swirling around it, and I don't quite know which direction it's going to go. I mean, I've always said that I was skeptical that this movie was actually going to get released. It felt like such a Hail Mary for Star Wars. It felt like a desperation move for possibly a studio executive that's on the way out and trying to just get one last jab in.
I don't know what it is. It feels like a drunk falling down the steps to me.
Yeah.
Because it's not a score. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think a Hail Mary would feel more like, we're going to do a young, we're going to do in between Luke Skywalker's story or something like that. Like, you would go to Luke to save it. You wouldn't go to Rey to save it. You know what I mean?
No. Wouldn't be my first choice. No.
Right? When you go to Luke to try to save it somehow, but not Rey. Everyone's complaining about her.
Well, you just said with the drunk one that says it does feel like it's like, get out, you drunken idiot. He goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna do even more, Rey. I'm gonna get even more.
3 more.
5 more points to Rey. Just watch me drink it.
Yep.
Turning up with hair messed up and in a dressing gown, just falling open. Yeah, you go, Rey. I believe in you.
Yeah, fucking cool. I'm gonna make Rey the main character again.
I wonder if the colossal failure of the Marvels maybe caused them to rethink to some extent and like kind of sent shockwaves through the studio, because it's a very similar thing where you have a female-led movie that initially made a lot of money, but like ultimately was a very unpopular character with the fans. And then when they got their second outing, wow, did it die on its arse? Yeah. And so are they thinking, right, this is just going to be the Marvels 2.0. It's going to be the same problem. Nobody likes Rey. If we release this movie that's going to cost $200 or $300 million to make, and it only brings in a couple of $100 million at the box office, we're going to lose massively, and it's going to be a huge embarrassment. Maybe we should just rethink this. I don't know. Like, if you had any common sense, that's what you would do. You would just cancel it quietly.
Their brains don't work that way. I think it's more likely that they would have seen all of this and been like, so women shouldn't be in movies. Okay. Guess that's the only result we can come up with here. And then, someone else does a fucking like a Wonder Woman situation. They go, oh, women can be in movies. Wow. Like, that's as far as their thinking ever goes.
What?
And then Wonder Woman 1984. Oh, no, they really can't be in movies.
No. Stop. Women was a mistake.
Women, know your limits.
I've been reading articles trying to get a sense of what's going on, and within articles it keeps it's like a roller coaster between fans are super excited that this project may be going ahead, but fans were also dismayed to hear that there are rumors swirling around that it may not be going, but fans are super excited to think that this could be happening.
What fans are super excited for a Rey movie?
No
fans.
I'd love to meet them.
I don't know any.
It's fan.
It's just that like one guy who's like Finn, but in real life, it's like
that one guy who cosplays as Rey. Okay, that's who it is. Who I've seen, by the way.
Did he weigh like 300 pounds by any chance?
No, he weighed about like 70 pounds soaking wet. Okay. So the opposite.
Okay.
Rumors suggest the new Rey Skywalker movie might be closer to release and not facing cancellation. Production is rumored to start in May. Lucasfilm source confirms that although the final script may not be finished, the general story idea exists and the movie is progressing. So that's as flaky and ephemeral as you can possibly get. And then Daisy Ridley said that she's delighted. She thinks that the new idea is really cool, but she hasn't actually read a script yet. So
I mean, if you're supposed to be going into production in May and it's already like mid-January, and you don't even have a script, there ain't no way that's going to happen. No way. You need a script before you can pitch it to the studio and get approval for it, and then get the actors to read the script and then sign on for it. Like, you cannot do all of this just on an idea and expect it all to come together in the next couple of months.
No.
Where's the other casting? We'd start hearing casting announcements. Yeah, so that gives them like 3 months to finish, 3-4 months to finish a script. He's Stephen Knight's working on a Peaky Blinders movie. Yeah, I saw the rumor go out there, which was just a rumor. Then I heard the debunking of that rumor, which was just another rumor. So I have no idea what's going on, but I think it's hilarious because that is the chaos that is Lucasfilm. And I absolutely believe there's one side who thinks it's happening, and then the other side who has no freaking idea what they're doing. And it's a bunch of chickens running around.
I like Stephen Knight. He's a great writer.
Yes,
Peaky Blinders, incredible series.
Peaky Blinders
I think he came up with a draft or a treatment, and then he submitted it to people, and then a dozen people made all their interventions and their stupid ideas and their identity politics crap and suggestions and annotations in his script.
The story group
sent it back to him.
Are there any dinosaurs with
flipping through, and they're like, "Wait, Rey isn't in this scene."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I think poor Stephen Knight got handed back his treatment, soiled and covered in all sorts of gunk and unaccountable goo. And he's had to go through it, and he's going, oh, Jesus Christ, I got to start all over again. Yeah. So that's where I'm thinking we're at.
Can I take you through a list of all of the Star Wars movie projects that have been announced and been cancelled and may or may not happen?
Have we got time to go through the
this is a lot, right? We have a Boba Fett movie that was apparently going to happen. We had Rian Johnson's trilogy that was going to happen.
Still going to happen. Holding out for that one.
Definitely going to happen.
Yeah. Benioff and Weiss's trilogy. Well, you know what happened there. Kevin Feige was going to direct a Star Wars movie. Taika Waititi's working on one, apparently. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron. Well, we know what happened there. Sean Levy's movie. Charmin Obaid-Chinoy's Rey movie, obviously. James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi movie. Dave Filoni's movie that's going to wrap up the Mandoverse TV shows. Guillermo del Toro's Jabba the Hutt movie. Apparently that's a thing. And Mandalorian and Grogu. That's been announced just recently. That's the most recent one.
That list is...
Place your bets, gentlemen. How many of those things are actually going to get made?
As far as I'm aware, that's not even the complete list, honestly.
Maybe one.
Shit tons.
One. Say one. That's what I said. One.
Say maybe one.
And that's the Mandalorian one.
Yeah, the Mandalorian and the little green fucker.
Yeah. There's the Director X one where Rey is a woman who lives in a tenement building. So that one's also coming along.
I would love Director X to make a Star Wars movie.
Oh my God.
To see that happen.
It would be funny.
That would be funny.
Just responding to fans online.
Well, Rey just shows up and she's black for no reason. Like nobody comments on it.
Director X might be more qualified than Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, to be honest with you.
Well, he's made movies, which I don't think she has. Stuff.
I want the Sith character to have the Darth Vader voice, but to be wearing a mirror ball face. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. I wanted that to be a character. Yeah, totally.
That dude, because I'd never seen an interview by that guy before, and like that's just become the absolute stuff of legend when he's talking. Like Director X is talking about people like us looking goofy, and cuts to like Glitterball Man, just sitting there, all chill.
Let me see. Director X did what? Was it Robin Hood?
Robin Hood. Music videos. He did music videos for that.
And he said mirror ball face guy had to keep his face under a mirror ball, to protect his identity in case he's accosted in the mean streets of Toronto.
No. He had to shield himself from the awesomeness of Director X. Like he couldn't be exposed to the full force of it. That's why he needed the shield of the glitter ball to protect himself.
Makes sense.
And I can understand that for sure. But man, I just think as a studio, surely it's got to be damaging to your reputation. One, to just produce absolute garbage, but two, to keep announcing projects that go nowhere and end up just getting cancelled. Because at a certain point, people just aren't even going to listen to you anymore. They're not going to believe anything that you say.
It's a boy who cried wolf. You know, we see that with Star Trek too. It's just nobody cares about Star Trek. So even when they announce something, people just go, whatever. Yeah. And the reason they do this is to drum up support and to get money. And this announcement can be thrown into the press and it might excite not just investors, but stockholders, right? That's all it's there for now. It's promo, and it's all BS, because the word development means Kathleen Kennedy sat down with somebody who said, I'm thinking about making something that's in development. Boom. You know, like that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, in politics, there's the concept of they say that a candidate will put up a trial balloon, which means that they might float the idea out in the culture of saying, you know, I might be thinking about a run, or I might not stand on the sidelines if people want me to get in, or they'll make a policy proposal and they'll just send out a trial balloon to see if there's any sort of response to it in the culture. So I don't think these are real, genuine concepts that are in production or have a schedule. I think they're just sending out trial balloons to see what the reaction is. That's as far as I think they've gone.
Oh, yeah.
Right on that.
Well, yeah, because why in the hell would you announce a Mandalorian movie, which is, I guess, the biggest card you have to play? That's pathetic. That's the biggest card you have.
Can you fucking believe it?
And it's pathetic. But you did it. You make that announcement after all the bad news from Charmin Obaid-Chinoy in the middle of January. Like, this is something you say for a con or something.
Yeah.
A Star Wars celebration. Yeah.
Yeah.